Folks, how's it going? Welcome back to Florida Homestead. You guys, it has been an absolute scorcher of a summer, and the summer's only just begun. It's the beginning of June, and they're already saying that we're having back-to-back record-breaking high temperatures. Now, I don't know whether or not that's true, but it is hot out here. And as you can see, our cows are getting some rest in the shade, including this guy, a bull that randomly appeared in my sister's backyard. A very bizarre story. My sister calls me up the other day, a couple weeks ago in fact, and she says, "Justin, you need to come down here. You need to get one of your cows. It's loose in my backyard." But it turned out it wasn't one of our cows at all. It was a random bull that had just happened to wander into her backyard. And long story short, we've been looking for the owner of this animal for over a month now, haven't been able to find it, so our herd of 10 apparently is now a herd of 11. It's been a busy spring here on the homestead, lots of projects to do, and I'm sorry for not uploading as much, but sometimes I just get the videos in when I can. We've been repairing fence on the farm because we've got 20-year-old fence here, and a lot of it needs to be redone. We've set up this awesome apiary-style netting for some of our chickens because we were losing chickens to hawks, tired of losing chickens to hawks, so we set up this elaborate apiary-style netting over our chicken run. And we've also got some plans, believe it or not, to bring another animal onto the farm, bees. I have one beehive that was donated to me by a very good friend of mine, and another one which was given to me by Vevor, and Vevor is the sponsor of this video. So this video, it might be a bit long, but it's gonna be a big recap of all the stuff we've been doing here on the homestead this past spring. I'm gonna show you guys some of the projects we've been working on, and I'm gonna show you guys these awesome beehives, the one that Vevor was so kind to send us, and the one that my good friend was so kind to send me as well. Show you guys the assembly of those, and talk to you a bit about our plans for getting some honey. We need to make this a sweeter homestead, no pun intended. So talk to you guys about my plans for getting some honey here. So y'all, without any further ado, let's jump right in and let's take a look at it. Come on. Now, it's been a pretty tough spring for us here on the Florida homestead due to some record-breaking temperatures and a complete lack of rain. In the past 6 to 8 weeks, we've only gotten rain once. Now, forecasts say that that's about to change, thankfully, but there hasn't been a lot of grass growing on the homestead. Last fall, we had some tree work done. We had a ton of old rotting water oak trees taken down, as you can see here, and the goal was that we would get some rain in the spring and this sandy area would begin to fill in with grass, and that would increase the amount of pasture that we have for our cattle. But unfortunately, that rain has yet to arrive. So no rain means no grass, and no grass means that we need more feed for our herd of 11 cattle. And they're doing very well. Our calves are 4 months, a little bit over 4 months old right now, and we're getting really close to making our first sales. That's a super exciting time for us here because when we sell these calves, it marks the completion, the first full loop that we've been able to do of the cattle breeding cycle, and we'll get to do it over and over and over again for many years to come. So that'll be a big pat on the back moment when we get these calves out of here. And so another trial that we went through this spring was dealing with hawks. Hawks had been preying on our poor chickens, and we decided enough is enough, and Amanda and I put together this apiary-style netting over the entire chicken run. Problem is, immediately after we had gotten this up, lightning struck this tree and actually killed it. So now we're dealing with this dilemma where this tree has got to come down soon because it is dead and the limbs can potentially fall on this awesome netting that we put up over the chicken run. Now, another thing that we did, this was Amanda's idea as well, is build these DIY nesting boxes. They were super cheap, super easy to put together with just some 2x4s, 4x4s, and big rubber totes. We cut out the front, made raised nests for the chickens, and they absolutely love it. They've been giving us like a dozen eggs a day easily in these nests. They're using it all the time, and honestly, they look pretty neat too, so that was another win for us on the farm. Now, at the end of the day, guys, we've caught the homesteading bug and we're always looking for new things to do. We're thinking about getting goats in the future, but one thing that we really always wanted to do is have our own bees to get our own honey. And thankfully, Vevor, which is the sponsor of this video, was kind enough to send us this beehive. So we were able to go ahead, get it unboxed, and my wife and I started putting it together. Now, the cool thing about this beehive is it's not very difficult to put together at all. It actually just snaps together like Lego pieces. So we were able to get the hive boxes together pretty simply. There's a lot of frames. The frames come with plastic wax covered frames, so the bees will almost instinctively know that that's where they're meant to make their honeycomb. And the frames themselves don't come assembled, but all you really have to do is snap a few pieces of wood together, tap a small nail in, and your little frame is good to go. So we sat down it took us about 45 minutes to get this thing together. My wife and I knocked it out together. You could easily put this hive together by yourself if you had to. And I think one of the neatest features about this Vevor hive has to be the fact that there are like these observation windows in the front of each of the hive boxes. So there's a plastic sheet that goes on the inside of the box, keeping the box airtight, but you're able to take on and off this observation door so you can see what is going on with the bees inside without lifting the lid off of the top of the hive, which you will periodically have to do in beekeeping, but it disturbs the bees. You really don't want to do that too often. So you can just quickly open the door, take a look inside, see what's going on with the bees, and then close it up. You're good to go. The hive construction was really, really, really nice. The wood was a lot sturdier than I thought that it would be. And this box, in addition to a hive that a good friend of mine gave, which I'm going to assemble here in a moment, is going to be a great start to our beekeeping journey out here on the homestead. So the Vevor hive is awesome. I want to thank you again, Vevor, for the opportunity. There will be a link below the video if you're interested in that. But Amanda and I began putting together this second hive. Now this one is pretty special. It's from a good friend of mine. He donated this hive to me to help us along in our homesteading journey. A man named Augustus. And if you're watching this video, I appreciate you so much. It was very kind of you, Augustus. And we actually had a plaque made to go on the front of this hive in honor of someone who is very special and very near and dear to him, who's no longer with us. So this hive was awesome. It was larger. This one has 2 of those super boxes as opposed to just one on the Vevor hive. So it's going to be able to fit a lot more honey inside. And it went together extremely similarly to the Vevor hive. Amanda and I were able to knock both of these hives out in less than 2 hours combined. So the cool thing is they say for a novice beekeeper to have 2 beehives. It's just for reasons pertaining to beekeeping as a whole, which I'm very much so a novice, but I'm excited to learn. And now, here we go, guys. We have our 2 beehives and we're well on the way. Next thing, we've got to get some bees. And I had to take a step away myself. It is hot out here. They say it's 99 degrees Fahrenheit today, and it's some kind of all record for this day. I don't know, but it is a scorcher. Thank you so much, y'all, for watching this video. I cannot say enough. I know my upload frequency hasn't been the best lately, but a lot of that is due to I do work and I am in college full time, even during the summer. I'm doing a summer semester of courses right now. So for those of you who take the time out of your day to watch these videos and you find some enjoyment from them, I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel. And I'll have some more videos coming at you guys soon, some bee-related videos. And there's always stuff going on here on the Florida Homestead. So stay tuned for more content, guys. Until next time, it's Justin. God bless you wherever you are. And try to stay cool. I'm dying just standing here in the shade. So God bless you guys. See you guys next time. Bye-bye, everybody.